Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Ramadan TV. Another episode, and we are really thrilled to be with you. We have a guest who's joined us for the second time in the month of Ramadan, and that is dietitian Faaizah Lahir, and she's here with her colleague who is Amina Dindar. They're here to talk about a very interesting project that they undertook a few weeks before Ramadan, and I marvel at these women because they've managed to pull this off in a 6-week period. They're in studio with me and we're going to let them tell us the story. Faaizah and Amina, assalamu alaikum, welcome to the program.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, and jazakallah so much for having us.
Lovely to have you guys, and I'm so thrilled and amazed to see this amazing work, this book that you guys have put together. Faaizah, you were here with me a week or two ago when we spoke about healthy eating in Ramadan, and at that point you mentioned the book that you were in collaboration with Amina and a few other dietitians, and I invited you to come back to the show and discuss it with me. So here's the book. This is what it looks like. Alhamdulillah, it is available immediately, and the ladies in studio are going to give you all of those details. So let's start with you, Faaizah. The thought process that went into getting this book on the shelf, so to speak.
So it was just, we were throwing around ideas of, Ramadan coming up and what were we going to do, or any, inspirations that we had, and we thought we'd put together a small recipe book, ask a few dietitians, Muslim dietitians that we knew, of, and let's ask them if they wanted to collaborate with us and put some recipes together. And everybody was very keen, so we're 12 ladies in total, and they were very excited and very keen. We put the recipes together. It took a lot of time. It was a steep learning curve for us, but we got it out. We got it together, and I think we are all very overwhelmed with the response that we've had, because we didn't realize how much people needed a different guide in terms of Ramadan.
So, Amina, when you were approached by Faaizah, obviously you guys work closely together. You have a practice at the clinic, Garden City Clinic in Mayfair. You guys decided on this collaboration. What were you thinking? Did you truly think it would work out, that it was doable, and that it would go down well with the community?
I think it was such an exciting time for both of us, and it's something we're so passionate about, especially our Muslim community, educating our Muslim community, and having that ability to share information with people. And we thought, Ramadan is the perfect time for releasing something like this, and working with others is something that, there's so much of value in that. So it was really an exciting time for us. We were so excited. I think we spent most of our times, our messages, our conversations, our work time was spent revolved around planning this book. And I think we were both amazed at the response we received from the dietitians. It was really overwhelming, the amount of effort all of them put into the book, the passion they had for developing this book. And I think we had a very small idea, and it turned into something amazing, something wonderful, and I think something lifelong. I think it's a book that homes and households can use for a very long time.
Alhamdulillah. So when you were with me 2 weeks ago, we were talking about a healthy Ramadan, very specifically for people with diabetes. Who is this book targeted at? Because I'm thinking, if it is just for people with diabetes, does it rule out people with other health conditions, or can it work for anybody?
So it's aimed at anybody who wants to go into Ramadan with a certain mindset and come out of Ramadan with a new, renewed energy, after Ramadan, in terms of changing their habits, perhaps getting moving and things like that. So it's not aimed at diabetics, but we are able to use the book after consulting with our diabetics, as a one-on-one consultation, just to help them how they can adapt certain recipes so that they can get better blood sugar control, better insulin usage, etc.
So, Amina, would I then be correct in understanding, Faaizah, by saying that It's not going to work if I just buy the book and decide to go through the book and prepare recipes for myself because I'm a diabetic and it's going to work for me. I have to first consult with you as a dietitian. Why won't it work? Because if it is about healthy eating, why will it not work if I just took the book off the shelf and started, preparing these meals and, hopefully work for me?
Okay, so I think it's more around the concept of what healthy eating is. If you ask individuals, they think, it's eating just chicken and vegetables and that's it, But there's so much more to healthy eating. So if you look at some of the recipes in our book, we have desserts, we have milkshake recipes, and some of the recipes contain sugar, they contain fats, they contain honey, and a lot of people think when they think healthy eating, they think, oh no, I can't have sugar in my diet. I can't have honey in my diet. I need to stay away from bananas. Bananas are, especially as a diabetic, I can't eat bananas. So simple things like this. There's a big misconception around healthy eating. So when you go through this book with your dietitian, you'll be able to understand what healthy eating really is, how to balance out your plate, and that's something that's so important. What food groups you need to have on your plate? What are food groups? Also, if you browse through one of the recipes, you'll see there's a little table that has the nutritional information on there. And lots of people, and it's something you find on all the products, but a lot of people don't understand how to read the food labels. And that's something that's so important for being able to live a healthier lifestyle, being able to live a more holistic lifestyle. And when you actually go through the book with your dietitian, you'll be able to understand what does it mean when a recipe says this is the amount of calories, this is the amount of sodium in the meal, this is the amount of fat. You might see an amount there and you think, oh my gosh, this is too much. I can't be eating this much of fat. But it could be suitable for your lifestyle, for your diet, for your requirements. So I think when you have this book and you do it in collaboration with your dietitian, it will bring about a completely different viewpoint on healthy eating in general also.
So what you are saying is that the book can work for anybody and everybody with any health condition. It has to be adapted for their particular condition and their lifestyle. Having said that, you mentioned sugars and honeys as well. I'm a bit surprised, I might add, but that is good news for everybody, isn't it? How about sweeteners, substitutes, sugar substitutes? As dietitians, do you approve of it or not? Faaizah?
We do recommend non-nutritive sweeteners if individuals want to cut down in their sugar intake. So it can be beneficial in limited amounts. But we can use a little bit of sugar, a little bit of honey in our diets. In fact, research shows us that a diet that tastes better, that's palatable, the individual is able to follow this meal plan for a longer period of time because it tastes good, and that's what we want at the end of the day. No one will be able to eat a food or a certain substance that just is very bitter or unpalatable, doesn't taste right. So we've got to help you to understand that everything can fit in a diet. And our religion is all about balance, and that's what we try to help our clients also to understand, that we've got to balance things out at the end of the day.
Balance and moderation are
Definitely
the big words. And let's go for our first ad break, inshallah, when we get back, some more on the book. So there you have it. Let me hold up the book to you. It's Healthy Ramadan, your guide to a healthy Ramadan. The books are available and I think they are very reasonably priced as well. When we get back after the ad break, we're going to ask the two ladies, the two dietitians, to give us more information on what exactly is contained in the book. So do stay with us. This is Ramadan TV.